2WheelsTV is proudly powered by Broadlink, delivering serious bandwidth for serious business. Brother, print, copy, scan, fax, label, and so much more. And TRP for Bridgestone tires.
Welcome to the show. This week we attend the KTM Adventure launch in Hazeyview in the Broadlink bike test. We also have Super Enduro action from Barberton, so hold on tight.
We've been invited by KTM to the launch of the much anticipated 1290 Super Enduro, and KTM have brought us to this gorgeous Sabi River Sun Hotel, which is a stunning place to be this time of the year in this gorgeous sunshine. But let's focus more on the 1290 Superadventure. We've been told that there's going to be no off-road riding on this bike, which doesn't bother me really because I don't really do off-road, and it is primarily based on road riding, but it can still go off-road. We're here with 7 other journalists. We're going to get out there, ride around these roads, can't say tear around these roads, and see what the 1290 Superadventure is all about. And I'm actually quite looking forward to riding this bike because I previously really enjoyed the 1190s, and I want to see what KTM have done to make the 1290 Superadventure even more appealing. Without doubt, some of the best riding roads in South Africa are up here in ET. Just stunning. If you've never been here, get on your bike and come up here. But one of the most famous roads, without a doubt, is the Long Tom Pass. If you don't know why it's called a Long Tom Pass, because of that thing behind us, the last of the Long Tom guns. Interestingly, it was made by the French for the Boers in the Boer War to shell the British. And I mean shell the British because this thing would cost over R1 million to make, and it would fire a 45-kilogram bomb 9 kilometres, which is well over that mountain range, so they wouldn't even know the shell's coming. Devastating performance and well worth a visit when you're driving along the Long Tom Pass.
So we've been out there riding on these KTMs. I, for one, have really enjoyed myself riding with Bill Hunter through ET. You can see from the onboard footage we're having some great times as well. But we also thought we'd catch up with some of the other journalists on this launch and find out what they thought of this brand new KTM.
After a full day in the saddle, I think I've got a very good idea of what this bike's about. I was fortunate enough to go to the World launch. And the difference between that and this was in Gran Canaria, the roads are very tight and twisty, so we never really got the opportunity to open it up. In South Africa, we don't understand speed limits, and it was absolutely awesome fun. Mpumalanga is a beautiful place to come and ride. And I've got to say, although to me it's quite a big, intimidating motorcycle, it's unbelievably precise and true. The suspension works really well. And although I'm not a big fan on electronics and things, to me, everything just works seamlessly. You didn't even know it was there. And that's effectively what you want in a bike. 300 odd Ks, very, very comfortable, great wind protection. This is all the stuff people want to know. And the fuel range, when we got back after 300 Ks, the little clock on my meter said we still had 300 Ks range to go. So that's what guys are looking for when they want to ride an adventure bike. We didn't do any off-road. I don't believe it'll be a hard off-road bike. I think this is what it's designed for. Come ride through the twisties and have a good time. It's a fantastic machine.
The 1290 is quite a big bike. It's quite heavy, but like most adventure bikes, the center of gravity is low. So when you're on the move, you don't really feel the size and the weight of the bike. As far as I'm concerned, not really a hardcore off-road machine. It's more like a tourer in battle dress. But it's an accomplished bike, very definitely. The semi-active suspension and the ABS work together beautifully. And saved me a couple of times from overcooking a corner. We rode the bikes really hard in the Mpumalanga area, and the bikes proved themselves. They did very well. They were extremely comfortable, quite quick, not fast in superbike terms, but for the type of bike, a really competent machine.
The new 1290 is really suited to these roads. I mean, the suspension soaks it up because it's rather bumpy. We have a lot of potholes, that sort of thing, and a lot of twisties. So it works well in that regard. It's a big bike. It's a powerful bike. I love the power delivery. It's really good. I mean, 160 horses, you can't argue with that. But in all honesty, the thing that really blew me away was the combination of the ABS and the traction control. They've got something going there that if you overcook it and you go into a quarter too quickly and you just dab the brake slightly, it'll keep your line, but it'll slow down. So it really saves your butt. I think it's a very good bike.
It's a typical KTM in that it is a road bike built by a company that specializes in off-road machinery. So it's tough, it's well made, it's durable. It's also a very big bike, but surprisingly easy to ride and engenders a lot of confidence. I found that I could ride it easily and comfortably, harder than I'm used to, which is, for a person who is not a fast rider by nature, a very pleasant motorcycle to ride. The electronics are amazing. They take some time to get used to, particularly the electronic suspension. Saved my bacon at least once that I know of, so I'm very grateful that it's there. It works. I know it's complex, I know it's vulnerable to sticks and stones, but it works, and that makes it worthwhile.
Make sure you watch 2WheelsTV on Tuesday night on Super Night on Tuesday.